God keep our land glorious
Sing the
and
right.
free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Always a treat to have all Canada perform before an NBA game. Thanks to Skylar Cole for that rendition. We'll be right back. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. With our analysts Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Toronto Raptors. On Monday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn, where they'll take on the Nets. And then on Friday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you know, for that matchup with the Pistons, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Then it's Hardy, then it's Bol, and it's the Cobra in at the shooting guard position. And for the Raptors, Wiseman is out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Gill in at the 2-guard spot. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
It'll be the Cavaliers off the tip. And as a catalyst for his team offensively, MP has stated his focus on setting up his teammates. He wants to be a top distributor.
Promising to get your team more involved like MP has can be a tricky thing, because now your guys are expecting more touches and they'll all be calling for the ball. But if MP can control the offense and consistently make smart choices with the ball, it'll be a huge lift for this squad.
And so he hits the technical free throw. To the left wing. Here's Matthews. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
And I wanted to know, how do you slow a guy down like Jarrett Allen? Coach said we have to hassle him as much as possible on both ends of the floor. We really want to limit him, not just his points, but more importantly, his rebounds. So keeping Allen off the glass is a primary focus.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Dadier. Bull covering. Outside Barnes. Takes the 3. Bull grabs the board. And just over a minute played here to start the game. The Cobra passes to Hardy. The 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fella whatsoever.
Down low. And stolen by Bull. Pass to the Cobra. To the middle. Here's Allen. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Always a threat in the painted area. Jarrett Allen just too long inside.
Here's Gill. Can't cash it in from close range.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Matthews. That one doesn't drop. The Cavs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And you know, Brent, Scotty Barnes does so much for this team. That includes creating for others.
Yeah, I think that's probably the #1 attribute. He's got the length and size to be a defender that can guard 2 through 4, BA, but Scotty's a problem because he can create opportunities and advantage on the offensive end.
Here's Gill. And the 17-footer goes down.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Cleveland shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Pass to Dadier. Barnes with it. Puts up a 3. The shot misses. Good D by Mobley. Bol with it. Guarded now by Wiseman. Hardy. The pass to the Cobra. To the wing on the left. Here's Bol. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Raptors trail by 3. Poke loose. Here's Dadier. Pass to Matthews. Here's Gill. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Gill's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's the Cobra. And here's Mobley. Allen on the wing. Jacks up a 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
That is far beyond his usual range. Wow, Allen catching that stretch big fever.
Here's Matthews. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Hardy. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And for the coaches, Brent, what do you think is most important this time of year?
Well, I think just the messaging from the coaches and how they're going to continue to go back to coming out of training camp, the mantra for the season. Great staffs never let go of what it is they taught in the first 2 or 3 days of training camp. They've had enough time to understand their roster, and they want to make sure that guys adhere to the basic messages. So repeating that early and often, that's always important for teams that go a long way.
Here's the Cobra. Last game out, we saw him score 42. 2 points. That one goes.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Toronto. They trail by 7. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. The Cobra in the last game against the Hawks was simply terrific. He contributed 42 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
All right, Alec, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what...
That was incredible! Oh, my goodness!
Yeah.
Players wish they had that kind of lift off the floor.
Supremely athletic move. That's a highlight.
Maybe we should call the maintenance crew. He's trying to tear the rim off.
Raptors trail by 6. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Out to the right wing. Pass to Black. 6 to shoot. Oh, it's blocked by Bol. To the paint. Here's the Cobra. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Now into the lineup for your Raptors.
Here's the Cobra. Got him count. And so it's Cleveland finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And don't go far. We'll be right back. for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they get the ball.
We've got Keontae George, and it's Jenkins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. That one's off. Richards is checked in for Toronto. And he's good on the second. Raptors trail by 9. Now George. Richards, the pass to George. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's the Cobra. He's got 9. Back to Bull. Launches it. Can't get it to drop. Toronto has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Black. Here's Gill. No good on the 3.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. The shot's good. The Cobra's got 11 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Gill. Hits the three-pointer.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's the Cobra. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Richards. Back to George. Clock at 6. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Gill, no. The Cavaliers lead by 8. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Richards, the pass to George. Here's Gill. 23 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington.
Also forced a bunch of trips to the line. You can control a game like that.
Shot's good by the Cobra.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Pass to Richards. Back to George. Here's Gill. Will it go? He missed it. Now 3 for 7.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's the Cobra.
That's not a foul? We're not calling that a foul? Okay.
Rebound by the Raptors.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
It's tipped. And he's able to get it back. For 3, George sinks it from distance. George has got his second bucket on the night.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. So both teams changing it up here. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. The Cavaliers, number 1. Toronto, 3rd.
And what stuck out to me is how intense both of these teams were on D last season. Neither giving up many points to opposing teams.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Dadier. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Shot's good by the Cobra.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Raptors trail by 11. George passes to Wiseman. There's 1:34 left to play in the second quarter. Three-pointer off the mark.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, George with a steal. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Bull. And we've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Pass to Wiseman. Here's Matthews. Here's Dadier. He has 7. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And he can't get the first one.
Ball don't lie.
Good on the second one. And he nails the third. Cleveland leading by 9. Here's the Cobra. He's got 19. Here comes Toronto on the push. Here's Wiseman. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And he can't hit the second.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
It's stolen by Barnes. Allen outside. There's the triple. Buries it from 3. Allen's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Pass to Dadier. 24 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Matthews passes to George. Outside Barnes. Here's Dadier. Not going to go that time.
practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And so it's Cleveland in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
One of the best ways to control the game, take care of the boards. Don't give up second-chance points.
And at the offensive end, when you can turn misses into makes, that's found money.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
You watch them, they have competing styles, man. But the net effect, at least offensively, is very, very similar.
Pretty crazy how easy it is for these guys to score.
They make it look easy, Ernie. It ain't.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, BA. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
On the court right now for Cleveland. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Then it's Bol, then it's Hardy, and it's the Cobra in a 2-guard. Pure from three-point range. Hardy's got 11.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's the Cobra. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Barnes with the rebound.
Why can't I go? Is that not a like what? We bodied a body. That's crazy.
Raptors trail by 13. Pass to Gill. Shoots over Hardy. And another basket for Toronto.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
The Cavaliers lead by 11. Pass to the Cobra. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Outside Bull. Launches a three. Gill grabs a board. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 3 in the second half. All sorts of time. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Cleveland has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. The Cobra. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And he's going to get called there for the technical foul, hanging on the rim.
Yeah, a little too enthusiastic on the slam. You want guys playing with emotion, but there's a limit to how far you can take it before it hurts the team.
Toronto shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Matthews. He's got 5. Lets the 3 fly. Dadier shot is off.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
The shot by Hardy, no good. Raptors trail by 10. Pass to Dadier. Mobley against Barnes. Here's Dadier. Back to Barnes. From downtown. And he can't get that one. Good D by Mobley. Here's the Cobra. 25 points in the game. The 3, Hardy. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Toronto has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And that one's good. Gill's got 11 points in the quarter.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Here's the Cobra. Pass to Hardy from behind the arc. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Offensive board. It's deflected. And he recovers it. And that one's good. Gill.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And he gets the bucket. The Cobra's got 27.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Gill. Here's Matthews. And a miss there on the triple. A minute 58 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Allen finds Mobley. Here's the Cobra. He's got 27. Now here's Allen. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Matthews. Wiseman, pass to Matthews. Wiseman, a screen on Bowl. The 3 from Barnes. Again, the miss by Barnes.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. 8-point game. Inside, Gill. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Here's the Cobra. And a missed layup. Knocked away. Out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers ball. With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. Second, the Raptors.
You take a quick look at their assist totals from last season, and it's really impressive. A direct product of the disciplined, unselfish culture that this franchise represents.
Cleveland leading by 8. It's stolen by Dunn. And they're pushing it up. He launches a 3. Shot's good by Black. Black's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
The Cobra passes to Hardy. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And the shot goes down.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
The Cobra passes to Bowl. 15 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. Rebound, Toronto. Tipped away. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. The Cavaliers on top, leading by 3. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. With these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. You got George, and it's Turner in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
The 3, Hardy nails it from beyond the arc. And the Cavaliers lead by 8.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
They set the pick. The 3, George, and the 3-pointer goes.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
The Cobra passes to Hardy. Here's the Cobra. Right wing. The 3 is up. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Here's Black. Over to the left wing. Kicks it to George. 6 on the shot clock. And the Cobra pulls it down. The Cobra's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And the bucket is good. And it's a 10-point Cleveland lead.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
They set the screen. Pass to Gill. Shoots over Hardy. And that one's good. Gill's got 24.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Here's the Cobra. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Bowl, no good. Raptors trail by 8. Here's Black. Pass to Gill. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, come on, BA. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
The 3 is up. Gill grabs the board. Gill's got 4 rebounds in the game. Dunn, the pass to Gill. Knocks down the long J. That's 29 for him.
They've come into the second half with renewed focus at the offensive end, putting in a big effort.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Hardy's shot is good.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
And so George will bring it up for Toronto. They trail by 6. And Chris Finch has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
We need you to get loud right now for your North Side Crew.
They sticky, I'm on no phone. There's sexy pictures of you wearing no clothes. I don't post those, you know the flow so cold. It's like frozo because we know frozo. Everything I wear on the air is the wardrobe. Fuck that. Nah, they went crazy.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Dadier. Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive. BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Bro,
It's risky,
Bobo
but it
is
sure did look good. There's the
7-3.
AT&T
Hold up.
5G.
Bro, Bobo is 7-3. Wait a sec. He push you? Oh my god! Oh heck no! What? Where's the tech? He pushed him down.
Slam Cam capturing the moment. Cleveland leading by 4. Here's the Cobra. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First team down. At the line for the Cavaliers. At the line for Rock.
One shot.
Here's Matthews. Out to the right wing. To the inside. And it's Wiseman missing. For Cleveland, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. The Cobra can't hit. Raptors trail by 7. Here's Dadier. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Raptors.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. And that trims the lead to 6.
You know, the team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Here's the Cobra. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, good whistle there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. 1:36 left in the final quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And that's good as he hits both shots.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a one-possession game.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Cleveland has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Mobley. Here's the Cobra. Rebound Toronto. Wiseman's got 5 rebounds in the game. The steal. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. .07 left in the fourth quarter here. To the paint. Here's Gill. Oh, sweet move. And he sinks the layup. Gill's got 33 points.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
The Cobra passes to Hardy. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The Cobra's got 42 in the game.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the fourth. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. And short of a miracle, they're walking out of here with a tough loss.
They fought all night. A terrific effort, but they just couldn't make enough big plays.
And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Here's Gill. No good from outside. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
14 foul. Shooting for Cleveland. At the line for one.
And the free throw, no good.
He kind of went off. He dropped 35. But come on, man.
And so the Cavaliers take the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.